Hello everyone, Justin here, and today I'm going to show you how to draw a witch. So let's just go ahead and start with the nose, and we're going to give her a nice thick hooked nose. So just a curve out here to the tip of the nose and a little change in the curve here for the nostril and the back of the nose right there. So we're going to give her a big eye here that's kind of looking at you. And so let's just go ahead and draw a big curve and then start coming back, and we're gonna kind of go back a little bit here to a more of an angled corner here. Let's draw a circle right in the middle so her eye is wide open, and that's the iris, and another circle inside for the pupil, and we'll give her a highlight there in the upper left. We'll wrinkle her brow, of course, especially on the right eye here. So from here we're gonna just draw the upper curve of the right eye first, and it's gonna be a little bit more closed than the left eye. So then we'll draw the outer line of the iris, and inside then will be the pupil, and just a parallel line just above for the eyelid, and we'll work on the eyebrows here in a second. But let's give her kind of a sinister mouth. So from here we're just going to go up here to the cheek, so just a gradual curve up, but then the corner of the mouth is going to be open, so we're going to go down first, and then it's going to narrow over to the right side of her mouth, and it's going to extend past the nose. Let's go ahead and draw the lip, and we'll just draw another line just underneath and back. We'll show that she's got rotten teeth, missing teeth, so let's draw a tooth right there. You can partially see it, and then maybe a tooth right here, and then another tooth here, and kind of make the bottom part a little wiggly there to show that it's uneven, and then another tooth back here. Let's go ahead and darken because she's missing teeth. We'll be able to see her cheek then at the corner of the mouth, so let's just draw a curved line that kind of heads to the inside of the eye here, and keep going, and we'll give her these bags under her eyes and just a couple lines here. So her eyebrows are gonna take on this shape like here. Her eyebrows are gonna be kind of higher here because her left eye is quite wide open. But before we do that, let's go ahead and add a couple lines here as well for the eyelid, and maybe a couple wrinkle lines here on the corner of the eye. So let's get back to the eyebrow. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to imagine this eyebrow that's coming from the inside to the outside and thinning out as I draw these individual hairs. So what you can do is just kind of go like this first to the outside of the eyebrow, and then fine tune it so that your space is a little bit more even, and maybe vary the lines a little bit and go where you want it to go. Maybe a couple more lines out in the inside part here that are kind of free, and I'll do the same here. So here the eyebrows can be more of in a furrowed way. So again, just a rough idea first of where the eyebrows can be, maybe like that. So then we can fine tune it, add more hairs, make it a little bit darker. And you want the hair, of course, to change in angle, because as you go out to the outer part, it tends to point outward more, while the inner ones are more vertical, as you can see here. Okay, so next let's go ahead and draw the outside part of her head here. So we've got the eyebrow going out here, so let's go ahead and draw the outer part of the brow right there, and then the outer part of the eye to the corner of the eye, and then the cheeks then would be rounding out here, and then kind of vary this line a little bit because she's got loose skin, she's older, and her skin will be loose, and that's how you end up with wrinkles, of course. So then let's go ahead and draw the chin. It's going to be right here and come across. Let's go ahead and start working on the hairline. So I'm just going to draw some dots just to show where we're going to be drawing her hairline, and the ear would be over here. So let's draw the other ear first, and we're just going to draw a curved line here and then step back, and then the lower part of the ear is going to be over there. Okay, so for the hair, we're just going to make it so that it's kind of like brushed back this way. So here's our line to show just to indicate the direction of the hair, and we're not going to finish off the whole thing, so the whole head of hair. So most of the dark tones will be right where the hairline will be, so we'll try to cover up the dots that we had already drawn and just kind of follow the direction of the lines that we had indicated, like right there. Try to vary the lines just a little bit, just so it doesn't look too regular. And I'll just kind of indicate a little bit the outline of the outer part of her head, like that, and maybe add a little bit more shading here by the base. And we'll just keep working on the hairline as we get to the brow. And here I'm going to start changing the direction of the curve of the hair so that it's curving the other way, like this. And I'm going to add a little bit more hair down here, so the brow then will be a little bit lower. And here I'm just going to do rapid, quick lines because I want this part to be a little bit darker. And especially right here. We're going to see her left shoulder right here, and this is going to be her scarf or whatever it is that she's wearing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of indicate that with these short lines that kind of go across, almost kind of like the hairline here. And these short lines kind of indicate that it's probably kind of looks like fur. And just like the hairline, it's going to get a little bit lighter as we go in. So the darkest part will be the border here, and I'm doing that by just adding more lines, and that automatically makes it darker. And as we get closer into this space here, I'm going to shorten the lines. And down here then will be just these really short kind of dots. So inside here will just be dots. So inside here will just be dots. But let's continue with the short lines and vary the angles, the directions. So we've got some of this here that's going to be kind of going over the ear. I'm still continuing the general direction of the hair. And now we're going to see part of the ear. So here's the outer part of the ear, curve a little bit, and then down, and the rest of it will be partially hidden. Will be hidden by the scarf or whatever it is she's wearing, shawl. Okay, So let's go ahead and add a couple details here for the ear. And we're going to shade this here in a little bit. Okay, so this part back here will be pretty dark, so I'll make it fairly dark with a lot of lines, especially right underneath, right behind the ear. And maybe a couple more wisps of hair here that goes over the ear. And add a couple longer lines for the hair. So let's do a little bit of shading here. I'm going to use my thinner pen. And that should pretty much do it. This was kind of like a rough, sketchy style for the sketch. And I think I'm just going to stop there. So I hope you got something out of this. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you at the next one. Thanks and have a great day.